Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, grasshoppers. We are back. Waiting for those numbers to pop in. Ideally, Lee Chess should register me as a streamer, hopefully today. I did it for 2 weeks without. The irony is, since I came back from Singapore, the IRL streaming, I took out leechess.org and then I forgot to go back in. More IRL. I realized that's what everybody wants. That is what everybody wants. Yesterday was a pretty successful day. I think I rocked that arena, so this should be a day that sucks. Based on our previous calculations of the roller coaster, what goes up must go down. Unfortunately. Is it registering me at all? Let's take a quick peek at my profile. No, it's not. It does not have me up. Interesting. Am I misspelling it? www.leechess.org. How about if I capitalize it? How about that? Let's give it a nice little thingamajiggy. Back to our arena. It's an extended arena too, so I at least get almost an hour's worth of playing in, as I did yesterday, assuming that we have the bodies. But this is the tricky part about holidays. If you're not in the dojo, you can't work out. Let's get the dojo links up for anyone that is interested in joining. Don't be intimidated by ratings. It's only, interestingly enough, an average of your playing strength, and your average of your playing strength will go up. The average of your playing strength will go up. Alright. We are playing E3 and E6 still, I believe. E3 and E6. Sorry about that. All right, and we're back. Could start off by berserking. See if we can get some action in here against Stefano, but he's beaten me way too many times in the last 10 games. I think I was undefeated for quite some time. Amazingly enough. Yes, he took the bait. Yes, he took the bait. Weaknesses left. Weaknesses right. Weaknesses left. Weaknesses right. And is it a free pawn? That is the question. The moment of truth. We do have to give him a little bit of a checkup, don't we? Because we don't want anything too fancy here. First things first. Now we're going to zap his energy on this side. Going to zap his energy on that side. Can I? Nah, let's not do it yet. Tempting, but no. We do need to control the center the old-fashioned way. Oh no. Did I fall for that? I did, didn't I? Let's just keep it up. We have two very active pieces, right? And an extra pawn versus his not so active pieces. And we will try. Can I get there from here? I don't think so. Yes. Making headway. We're working our way in. Did he return the favor? He did return the favor. And we are attempting to create a passed peon. Can I? Is he getting in any way, shape, or form? Check, 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 check. Do I want to? Is it part of the act? We'll find out. Remember, we have a pawn extra, right? Wow. Another pass pawn. We're in the square. Pawn endings 101. We're really in the square, by the way. He's going to notice that something funny is happening here. Isn't he going to notice that something funny is happening here? Pretty soon? Oh, maybe something funny is not happening. So push. King moves. Push. Let's just threaten it. All right, Stefano. A little ridiculous, that. Where did Stefano go? There he is. 28-7, 4-1 in layman's terms. But he has scored all of his 7 wins most recently. It's craziness. Oh, wait. He's playing somebody else right now? I put up the wrong person. 28-7. Cross table. It feels like all of his most recent wins. He's gotten 5 of his most recent wins in the last 10 games. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to pause. How am I ever going to get a game if I pause? Rule number 1 of success is you got to be in it to win it. You got to be in it to win it. It's a bad hair day today. Maybe it's bad lighting. That's what I'd rather prefer. Boya Steven, Vidit, by the way. One of the first Indian players after Anand, or the first Indian player after Anand to break 2,700, Vidit. He's almost my age, in his 30s. 2700chess.com gives you all of the latest standings. Check it out. Is Arakaisi still in second place? Now, Arakaisi has fallen to fourth place, being the second Indian player to cross 2,800. Gukesh is in fifth place. Arakaisi is in fourth place. My heart is with Gukesh. He has a lot to prove, being 3 years younger than Arakaisi. Alright, with 40 minutes left, we should have enough. We're going in full ding mode with the French defense. That's not going to work. Note the asymmetry that I'm trying to create, if at all possible. Well, that's interesting. Let's see if we can ruin his day. Whoa. That was interesting. Can we somehow keep the two bishops and leave his knights looking really ridiculous there? Can we? He's looking for a big win. Go away.
Nikolaevich said, "Hi, I'm back."
Welcome back, Nico Williams. Now we're going to have the battle of who has the better isolated pawn. Yes. Who has the better isolated pawn?
Nikolaevich said, "What are you doing after the arena?"
What am I doing after the arena? What did you have in mind? Do I need to do that? Bishop takes, rook c7 check.
Nikolaevich said, "A simile like your simals."
I'm gonna keep the bishop. Even as much as I don't like this bishop, I am gonna keep the bishop. We're gonna restrict that bishop. And oh no, I wanted that square. I did want that square for my knight. He's driving me back. This is horrible. Can I counterattack? No, huh? Yeah, I have to regroup. Possibly, this bishop was misplaced. Maybe I should have let him trade. We're going to check it again later. We're going to see what the engine says of our play after every game. At least it claims that we're streaming. Let's get moving. Kingside Pawn Storm in progress. It looks like we're getting this somehow. What? He let me play g4. Even though this was very inviting. Now two things are hanging. It's getting interesting. As much as is hanging, the exchange variation, perhaps the most toothless French to choose. Like literally when you are young, like Phoebe Witt, right? She says she only plays the exchange variation against the French. But in general, I don't understand why when your rating is low, you don't play all of the openings. You literally get to play all of the openings to your heart's content. Use the whole playground. Here we go again. I just want to be found. Yes, there is a weakness here. And there is a weakness there. Get our bishop dump in. Can I attack him some more? It looks like I can attack him some more. But what do I really attack? What's happening here? So are we up one pawn right now? We'll be up 2 pawns if we take on c3. We'll be up even more if we play knight d2. Can I just move away? Or do we just take another, even more material? Can he even leave? I don't think he can leave. He's tied down to this bishop. And he should be tied down to the bishop even more. Here a check, there a check, everywhere a check, check. First things first. Trade everything. Oh. Forkovich. Gennady Forkovich. Yurovich. Got another one involved.
Eight raiders from the Well-Heeled King have joined.
So, now
Namaste, Mike.
his own private army, and if we get killed,
Namaste.
lost in limbo till our brains turn to scrambled egg.
How are you, buddy? How is scenic Bavaria? I know you're not in Bavaria, but it sounds good. He is in the romantic country of the romantic part of Central Europe. Hold on. First off, DWHK. Get that one in real quick, and then the official correct shout out. How about that? We run daily events in the dojo. I am FIDE trainer and National Master John MacArthur. You may find all of the dojo links here for the Rapid and Blitz arenas. Uh-oh, I spell...
The Well-Heeled King said, just had my Christmas mood destroyed by 2 losses on time when in massively winning positions because I forgot to watch the clock at Blitz SMH.
Shake my head. I've been talking to several people over the past few days about this. And honestly, I have never been upset about any
Said,
game.
Please do a simul.
I think I might have time for a simul. I'm starting late because it's Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas to everyone. Happy Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Depending on what your affiliation is. Happy Kwanzaa coming up. I had completely forgotten that I put some Christmas or holiday lights around my, around my...
Happy holidays.
Indeed.
Williams
Are you doing anything special
said,
for the holiday?
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Happy Christmas, as they say in
The
England.
Well-Heeled King said, I've gotta go get some food. Have a great stream, John.
Namaste, Mike.
Williams
Namaste.
said, Christmas. The
Where
Well-Heeled
is my
King
namaste? I need to get a
said,
bunch of them up there for
the
him.
quiet one this year. The Well-Heeled King said, TTFN.
Ta-ta for now, indeed. It is great to see you, Mike. Let's see what my opponent does here. And he doesn't take over the center. So we're going to take over the center. Whenever you're ready, sir. If he wants a loose bishop on f5, he should have it. Is he going to play d4? Let's find out. But I think he's just trying to help me help him. Can I? I don't think I should. But I will. Yes. Alrighty then. 'Tis interesting. Can we force his hand?
Paul
No.
said,
We have to guard our
Master Chess
weaknesses.
Dojo.
Maybe bishop to d3 was worth it. What? Where are you going, sir? You can have that side of the board if you'd like it. Enjoy. I am expecting a Christmas miracle here.
Williams said, how was your year?
My year was good, interestingly enough. It was good, interestingly enough. So am I expanding or am I not? Told me once, but I definitely forgot. So if I am going to expand, I need all of my pieces back here. So, moment of truth. Expansion. Yes. It's true. But that wasn't one of our important points. That was not one of our important points. I insist that we are still expanding. Even with our terrible bishop, we are still expanding. I am concerned. Yes. Still curious. Curiouser and curiouser. Can I just pretend like he's not doing anything to me? Check. King moves. Go ahead, make my day. Wow, he did it. He did it, ladies and gentlemen. And now for something completely different. You don't have much of a choice. You have but one life to give. And he didn't play rook takes h2 like he should have. Can I just do this? Check. Wasn't expecting king f8. King h8. He had to play rook takes h2, king takes h2, queen takes d2. And I was hard pressed to get out of that perpetual check. Queen takes f4 check. Maybe I could get out of the perpetual check, but my rook wasn't doing that much on g1. He had rook h2 check. We're gonna have to look back at it.
Said, you looked like you were about to take on e6 mate in one is better.
Yeah. Well, I was expecting king h6. When he moved his king to the h file, in my mind, I only register good moves. I honestly only register good moves by my opponent, so therefore I was like, King H8? It's like Ding when Rook F2 was played on the board. Kukesh is like sitting there going, wait, what? Is this real? Because you're only expecting good moves. You're just planning on playing the next good move. We still need to play E6. We're going to see what happens here. Have we ever played before? Never played before. Very cool. He is not a bad player. We're going to not commit ourselves just yet, but we're going to play the old-fashioned way. Now, knight e4. Maybe it wasn't such a great idea to play knight e4. Let's see if we have another one where that came from. Wow. This has gotten easier, folks. It has gotten easier. Let's see him loosen his king side because he has to. Don't worry. We have more threats where that one came from. My opponent did not look at my threats. But that's okay. Everybody's entitled. We have more captures ahead of us. There's a free pizza there.
Holly said, even I saw the threat of QD3.
Or Bishop D3, yes. If you watch enough chess, by the way, this is always good for you.
Said, BD3 I mean.
Yeah, Bishop D3 indeed. Like, he forced me into it, and I think that's why he was asleep at the wheel.
Holly said, watching is easier than playing.
Watching is easier than playing, but guessing the move, the take, take, take feature that is apparently real. I have not actually used the app enough to find out if the take, 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 guess the move feature is working for the Kramling. I'm drawing a blank on Anna Kramling's opponent. Askill? It's not Askill, is it? Now my opponent is real. He did not get d5 in. That much is true. So we're playing a reversed. We're playing a little bit of a reversed Grand Prix attack, where I don't have to castle. But I do want to expand in the center at some point. It's interesting because this is like the classical Dutch that we've always wanted to avoid. Right? Whoa! Dudovich. Kaboom. Remember, we haven't castled yet. We're going to offer him some more.
Nikau Williams said, if I win I am playing you.
Oh.
Polly
Where are you going?
said, Anna Kramling.
Yes,
Polly
indeed, Anna Kramling.
S opponent was Odin.
I believe in, I believe in, I believe in, I believe in you and I. And where are you going after that? Can I? Can I just keep expanding? As much as I want to. His queen's not protected, so he has to take with that one, right? We'll see what happens here. I believe in you and I.
Polly said, BRB after breakfast.
Oh no, it's check. He still can't take my knight, but it's still check. You and I.
Nikolaimsch said, what? Nikolaimsch said, you missed the free night.
I did miss a free knight indeed. I wasn't after the knight for some strange reason. I was after rook h4. The knight was not really a part of the game. That had nothing to do with chess.
Said, oh, it was a trick.
It was a trick to get me to move away from the knight on d5 being hanging. So in a way, he wanted to take my knight on d5, but knight e7 ultimately was a much deeper thought. I was very lucky, Stephen. Is it the English Grand Prix? Oh.
Nikolaimsch said, can you maybe do a short simul? Nikolaimsch said, with not so much time.
With not so much time? I don't know about a short simul. It's not fair to the players to have a shorter simul. But it does grow the dojo. It does grow the dojo. I was actually hoping to do some Emanuel Lasker instruction.
Nikau Aliamsch said, yeah.
We have not had a really good thing. The other day I saw Hikaru doing what I like to do in the past. I attempted to do it anyway. Where you leave time for the intro, the outro, and then you do the instructional stream, the recaps right in the middle of the main stream, and then you extract that part out, which I've never been good at, interestingly enough. I need a real YouTuber. I need a real YouTube editing experience. Are we going to get another game? It doesn't look like we have time for another game. We did get 6 games in, though. Any game that we play now will probably be after the fact. As it turns out. So I finished my puzzle streak run yesterday at 74, which was awkward. 47 minutes ago. I've been streaming for longer than 47 minutes.
Nikau Aliamsch
Buddy.
said, can you watch me game Luxual?
Absolutely. This is a lot of pressure, though. I remember when I was playing for AK Nemsko on a sub battle versus Levi Rosman. Of course, I won, but are you Luxual? I remember now.
Nikau Aliamsch said, yes.
Might have taken on F4. Might have taken on F4. As this is less clear. Both of you have 1 extra pawn on each side of the board. The good news is we have bishops of the same color. Garry Kasparov once said that trying to promote a pawn on the queen side against these 2 split pawns is very difficult, because you have to move all 3 pawns to get the candidate passed pawn through. And it's not as easy. Much easier to get this candidate passed pawn through than to get a passed pawn through split pawns. Here you only need to move 2 pawns to get pi. So Ram Kumar the goat has to make a plan. I'm not sure what he's thinking about here, but for me his plan is automatic. Whether or not you get a rook to the 2nd rank, his plan is relatively automatic. Well, that's interesting. White has microscopically better placed pieces. So we return the knight to the central location. We have to be careful about other outpost squares. Uh-oh. That was not worth it. Giving up that pawn. No. Why did we not take that free pawn? It looked as though we were getting a free pawn out of the deal. Now in this knight game, king game, black is at a little bit of a disadvantage because white's king, well, until the previous move. But it looks like it's still a disadvantage because we're down a piece. Can that knight get out of there? Wow. Now the knight really can't get out of there. Because it's trapped by its own pawn. And so now the knight is trapped. He trapped his own knight. Now you gotta shove these pawns as fast as you can. Oh, he got greedy. No. He got greedy. So now Nico is back in action. Even if it's not the action that he wanted. That's what we needed to do so long ago, instead of the king move, perhaps. Vucevic. It's our only chance. No, you need to improve your king. You can't let that king get back. No! Nico, your king. More importantly, your king. If you were trying to draw this endgame, you should have traded pawns. Because you're not getting it as easily here. The king just blockades and we're toast, sir. He hasn't figured it out yet, but he will. Oh no! And he drew it. Congratulations. Ram Kumar drew it instead of won it. Does Ram Kumar know this technique? Oh no. Well, that was an exciting game, whether we liked it or not. So I'm going to keep up with this very cheap cologne that I'm wearing. I think that the cheap cologne is helping me win games. As though that has anything to do with it.
Said, can you do a simul with 10 minutes?
Wait a minute, I usually do a simul with 5.
Said, or 5.
Alright, let's see what we can do to squeeze it in, because I know that my wife has to. It is my wife's birthday, by the way. She is on Emanuel Lasker's birthday. My first wife's birthday. My first wife's birthday was on May 14th, which is Steinitz's birthday. So my second wife is on the second World Champions. What? My pending simul? Is this thing for real? Reload? I still have everything here? I still have everything here from the last time. What is up with that? How about Gukesh, the youngest king? And everything seems to be here. Do we want to do it in Master Chess Dojo? Estimated start time, we're going to start at 8:15. 8:25. This gives us time. Or 8:20? Let's not wait quite so long. Because it's actually the holiday, right? Minimum rating, no minimum, no minimum. Yada, yada, yada. 5 minutes plus 5 seconds. Now, is this simul? Aha! I think it's actually active now. The simul is active.
Nikolaimsch said, I cannot see where the simul is.
Let's see if I can copy URL. Let's see if that's it. And now that it appears over here, I'm going to click on it.
Nikolaimsch said, yeah, thank you.
So learn, let's see, play Swiss tournaments. No. So play simultaneous.
Nikolaimsch said, I think I am the only one.
At the moment. At the moment. I need to open another window. And I need to open up simultime.
Nikolaimsch said, let's see.
So let's see. Ukesh is the youngest king simul. For those of you wishing to get in the simul with the quicker link, and then I need to simul time link. Really? Or is it over here? Simul time link. Can I pin that? That's all right. As long as you can see it, that's what counts. So now in the other window, we need to do some puzzle streak. That works. What happened there? That's not correct. What in the world? Is that funny or what? And then this one. The board is not big enough. There we go. We need to keep it on this board at all times. So can everybody see the simul? That is the question. Can anybody see the simul? Wait, we're at 35 right now? That's crazy. Any one of several different browsers, right? So this browser so basically e6 king takes g6 if the king tries to run back. Am I really winning with that? I don't know. Ah, but I can play... Yes, I am winning, because I'm promoting on the next move, so that works. Breakthrough, ladies and gentlemen. Breakthrough. Moment of truth. Check. King H2, Queen G1, Queen G3, Queen E1. King up, King to F3, Queen to E3 mate. Oh, we need to be on the simul for you to be able to see the simul. I don't know about using this old link. I'm not so sure about using this old link. Let's use this window to make sure that our simul is showing. It says pending simul. I don't think it's actually been published. So we're going to have to do it again. We're going to have to do this one again. Kukesh is the youngest king simul. Sorry. That link is not going to work. So let's go to this. We will grab everything here. Control A, Control X. Cancel this simul. Good. Host a new simul. By 5. 50 seconds. It's also possible that this is a terrible day for a simul, if you must know the truth. Let's add 25 minutes to this. Simul description. And the new simul link. Copy URL. The pending simul hasn't started yet, right? But at least we have it in the host department. Now we're in business. All right. Now we are in business. Please check in on stream if you can. Ram Kumar the Goat. Now we have it. Oh, I have to make sure. We have plenty of coffee for this. 20 minutes. How are we doing on our follower goal? Oh my god, we're over our follower goal. That's amazing. Need to bring the other thing very close so I don't have to stretch over there to do this.
Jury
No more
Goose.
foreplay.
Thanks for subscribing. Super Patzer.
Very goose.
Thanks for subscribing.
I love it when the
TK
community
Sue.
gift subs really go
Thanks
out
for
there.
subscribing. Nikolaiams. Thanks for subscribing.
Wow, Nico got
Sebastian
the
Linklater.
subscription as well.
Thanks for subscribing.
So I need to reload our follower goal. I will redo our follower goal later. Hype train level 2 at 50%. If anyone wants to gift some holiday subs. Subathon. Suddenly, it's a subathon. Let's do it that way. How about that? Subathon. Simultime.
Nikolaiams said. An anonymous gifter bedankt voor het cadeau abonnement.
His German is showing. So what is going on here, folks? In this position. On this note, I should grab some coffee before I forget. Is it really? Rook F5? Rook F5, rook takes D5 because we're overworked? That is the question. And then rook takes. There's no way to guard it, right? Alright, in this instance, queen to e3 attacks two objects. And then we are capturing on g6, and we are winning with a discovered check. That one is quite lovely because it's a where are the weaknesses? So we are black. And it looks pretty ferocious. Mate and 2, right? Knight c2 check. Knight c2 check. King e2. Bishop g4 check. If f3, then queen to e3 is mate, so he has no choice but to play king d3, and then knight to b4 check wins. Is there an easier solution? It is snowing. We have a white Christmas ahead of us. So in this particular instance, we only have queen. Irony of ironies, we only have queen to c7 check. The rook has to block. And after queen takes f7, rook takes h4 is made. Removing the defender of h4. Slowly closing once again on all of the above. Queen takes f7 check, looks like mate. One more time. The first 100 are easy as Jordanian. And we have our chess.com mate. They will give you 100 of those, by the way. They will. They'll give you. Hobbins, are you here? Cherry Ghost. Adioma. We're just waiting for you to check in on the simul. Check in on stream. I should edit this to start the simul.
Nikauliams said, start.
We are starting at 8:25, so we're going to start in 15 minutes. That way I will be finished before 10 a.m. my time. Wait, where is our time? Our time is not showing on our stream. Our local time is not showing. That's fascinating. Oh, it's not showing because we're in the simultime window. I have to go back to the other one to get it to show. To be honest. Whoop. Oh, this window, it really changes resolution. But if I have it over here, it's relatively the same, but I need to shrink the board in order to see that. Uh-oh. Changing from window to window messed it up. Messed it up totally. Messed it up. In the simul area. There we go. I can bring it down a bit so it's the same size as the other window and they almost blend. Does not quite blend. We're up to 6 in the simul, that's good. $42, what a nice number. Who was the girl in the summer of 42? I believe she married.
Time resigned, but the agent says 00.
I have one time resigned, but the engine says 00. This is way too cryptic for me, unfortunately. Oh, and I still didn't get it.
Said, yeah, lost time against me.
Oh, yeah.
Said,
That happens.
It was a tactical game.
Trying to get them to match up. These two windows. I guess they somewhat match up. So, meanwhile, back at the ranch, please check out my YouTube playlist if you've not already. The second game is a relative defensive masterpiece. The game versus Traldi, Bishop and Knight Mate. Basically, great end games all around except for Temnuin, which was the game that earned me $4,500. My memorable games coming up. So let's see here. Is the queen trapped in this puzzle? That is the question. Is the queen trapped? All these locked. Puzzle time, streak window. So everything should be locked. The lead chest capture window. There seems to be yet another lead chest window here. Puzzle streak window. And then the study time window. I don't think the study time window is selected. Move this up. Just so there's a little bit more. To be seen. Oh, and now I can see that the is that the story? There we go. Now it's all matching up. I should lock those windows into place and just cross my fingers that we can always resize to our heart's content to get those windows to match up. So we're trying to solve number 43 here. And we don't have much time because our simul's about to start in 5 minutes. So let's see. Knight D2 doesn't seem to do anything. Is the queen trapped? Oh, I see. It's a remove the defender.
For the simul, yes.
We're removing the defender. At least I thought I was. I thought I was removing the defender of... So we made it to 43. I think we have 5 minutes. The simul is starting. At 8:25. That's why people come in the last 5 minutes. We have rook to h2 check. Or is it just queen h4 check? Queen h4 check looks like the obvious choice. Queen h4 check. The king cannot move to f1, so it has to move to g1. If it moves to f1, then it's mate in 1. This looks like mate in 1 almost, but it's just a removing the defender, right? Then we take. Queen takes. All right, let's get focused on the simul. We're at 45. That was a good puzzle streak continuation. Which one are they going to choose? So our simul time is 8:25. Last Paul.
Paulie said, I'm back from breakfast.
Paul 184, how are you? We have our simul link. I'm hoping that this is the real one. Copy URL. It is the right link. I was hoping to pin that one to the top of the stream, but I do not know how to pin for some strange reason. Show mod icons. That might be what I'm missing. Chat appearance. Emote animation. Timestamp for new messages. How does this stuff ever get turned off? Master defeater. Yes. So. Alright. Time's up, everybody. Thank you so much, Tudoros. Namaste.
GL.
Good luck, everyone. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining the dojo. Terrific.
Thudoros said, hello. Thudoros, thanks for following.
Oh, I wanted to be black. Didn't I? Oh, man. Alright. I like an odd number, too. Thank you for following. I am FIDE trainer and National Master John MacArthur. I have been teaching chess since 1984, and I'm only 39 years old. One of those statements is absolutely true. Alright, ready? Good luck, everyone. Cheers and ciao. We're playing E3 on all boards just because we need to get our numbers up. I wanted to get my numbers up as black. And I did want to try this. And that.
Holly said, if you are running the simul you should be white in every game. That is how OTV simuls work.
Not always. Not always. C6, I will play F4. Alright, interesting. Should we go for it? The Frankenstein Dracula variation? I think I'm going to opt out, though, at some point or another. My opponent is playing a very conservative system. Four knights game? Fine. My opponent offers a draw. But why?
Nikolaevich said, yes, always me with my openings.
Should I try to grab the space? Or should I not? Now we're just going to play very consistently here. Why has my opponent offered me a draw? I do need to know. Can't pre-move in these simuls, unfortunately. Interesting. Knight takes d4. I have not seen that in some time. Black is slightly better there. We're going to play the four knights game. We need a knight developed.
Nikolaimsh said, "What do you think your score is after the simul?"
I don't know. That's a very good question. Should I take the knight or should I not? Bishop to b4, bishop to c5, queen to b6. Pin variation with extra knights out. Very strange. I don't know. Let's just see what we get. Queen to g4, bishop to d2. It is seriously snowing outside. Seriously snowing outside. All right. What is my opponent up to? He's going for it. Uh-oh, I have a hole on b4. Fortunately, and is he getting the old trap? He could be, but I think I have queen d2 to cross and cover everything. I can't afford this. Did we? No, we're going to play the same position that we have in the other game. Need to stop the pressure. Now does knight take c3 work? I think we have to capture. We can correct our previous mistaken concept one at a time. Ooh, I did have a hole on b4. You gods. That's no good. I did have a hole on that square. That was horrible. So now we want him to take back with the C pawn, right? Or do we want him to take back with the E pawn? I think we do want him to take back with the E pawn. And that way we get the backward C pawn. So in this particular instance, we have to capture the central pawn. Get our bishop dump in. Continue on our merry way. I am a little bothered by this. C'est la vie. Let's get our stuff out. Interesting. Now he comes in with the knight. But it would have been better with Queen D1. King D1 was probably better. Because I have Queen takes B4 as well. He threatens mate. And then the bishop comes out. I don't know. I do not know. I don't get it. We have so much better pawn structure here. There's no trap. Seems unusual. But something's happening. At least something's happening.
Drink it down in one breath.
Thank you so much for the hydrate. Thank you so much for the hydrate. Uh-huh.
Nikolaevich said, have won 6k pawns. Robert Jolich said, hey, you think we can 1v1 after this game?
It's possible. We have a challenge match
Next
reward
stream,
set
I'm
up.
going for the bullet challenge.
Yes, that is the shot. The bullet challenge for subscribers is 1,000 points cheaper. The irony is, for Twitch subscribers, the bullet challenge is 1,000 points cheaper. If you do put in... Hold on here, I have to minimize this.
Said, I am a subscriber.
You certainly are, sir. You certainly are a
Alliance
subprimer.
said, so I have enough.
You now have enough. Ironically, that halved the price. I don't think I can do it today. So if I can never do it, I refund you. But I hope to do it within the space of your 30 days as a subscriber, obviously. Wow, he willingly gave that up? That's hard to believe. He willingly gave that up. Is this knight trapped? That is the question. Unfortunately, it is not trapped.
Alliance said, I do it after Christmas. Think the now you have more time.
I will have more time because the only thing going on then, of all things, will be the World Rapid and Blitz, which we will of course be watching. This does disturb our am I getting into trouble here by taking on
John,
B7?
do you know Tata Steel Chess in the Netherlands?
Do I know it? Do I know it? Yes. Now, can I attack it enough to appreciate it? That is the question.
I am playing there end January.
Oh, that's lovely. All right, I'm going to put that on my list for the new year. If I can get to Tata Steel for a couple of days, I will. Nico. Are you old enough to drink, sir? Before I offer anyone the opportunity to hang out, I have to find out if they're old enough to drink. I'm going to go nuts here.
It is beautiful.
Can I offer this one an opportunity to go anywhere, or do I just want to keep the options open? I have
said, I have heard that the weather there in January is nasty.
It is pretty awkward. That much is true. Let's just put it that way. Awkward. Awkward is the word.
Bobby Caruana Arjun Aragasi World Champion Gyosh.
World Champion Kukash indeed. So where are you headed, sir? Here? Or are you just going to straighten out my pawns?
Said, Paul 1e4, yeah, that's right.
I'm so far behind in development here. I should be checkmated, right? Fourth rank is covered? It is. So he doesn't have bishop g2, king g2, queen g4 check, but he does have bishop g2. This is standard. I still have the initiative. And I still have the initiative here as well. C takes D4, D takes E6. What? Knight to D2, huh? Rook takes. Oh, he has rook takes. That's a bummer. Let's just pretend as though we know what we are doing. Doing. So is this guarded enough? It's attacked 3 times. It's defended only twice. It's unfortunate that it's only defended twice. Let's pretend as though we have enough defenders on it. Let's just pretend. He has bishop takes d4. That much is true. Is our queen trapped? Yes. Are we concerned? Absolutely. This is very ugly, but we might win a pawn out of the deal. Okay. I think I just need to keep developing. Right? Am I giving back all of the pawns? Possibly. All of the pawns.
Nikolaevich said, Tata Steel Chess 17 January till 2 February.
Wow, he did not take with check. So I should feel lucky. Keep that knight from ever getting back into the game.
Paulie said, are you planning to watch the Rapid and Blitz tournament in NYC?
I am planning on it. I don't necessarily know what the story will be. I just need to make sure my queen doesn't get trapped here. Barbudo Jurgen.
Greetings from Spain on chess.com. I'm ELO 800 and in Lycus I'm 1300 ELO. Why this difference? And I can learn good on Lycus to improve, or is necessary? Sub on chess.com.
I need my pawns on light squares. So he didn't capture. That's so funny that he did not capture the way I thought he was going to capture.
Nikolaimsch said, Lycus S much more easier. Barbudo Jurgen said, Nikolaimsch what?
So, the moment of truth. Where is he going from here? Is that bishop d4 check? We're going to do what we have to do. Just do what you have to do. Alright, now the moment of truth. We have two pieces. It's going to be two pieces for our rook. And he is trying to checkmate me. Guy's trying to checkmate me. But with his rook on h6. Yes. Let's cover F2 just to make sure nothing funny happens.
Nikolaimsch said, I don't know. Nikolaevich said, "The opponents are not so good."
The opponents are not so good. So he is finally threatening me. Mm-hmm. It's getting to be at long last he plays what I thought he was going to play.
Barbudo Jurgen said, "Nikolaevich maybe not cheap." Nikolaevich said, "Because has more people that play on that site and Lycus has not so much people as." Barbudo Jurgen said, "I see some people saying this." Nikolaevich said, "I have mouse slipped."
Nico, you've mouse slipped. No, I don't want to hear that. I do not want to hear that you have mouse slipped. At all. At all, at all, at all. As much as I want to play it the other way, I have to play it this way.
Nikolaevich said, "Another mouse slip."
Not another mouse slip.
Paul E. said, "Nikolaevich Lycus starts everyone at 1,500 and that is a factor." Nikolaevich said, "Yes." Paul E. said, "I have been over 2,000 on Lycus but have never reached 1,900 on."
So he stopped me from playing that, but he now has a square for his knight, which is also interesting.
Barbudo Jurgen said, "Paul 1e4 so chess.com is better to learn."
In general, chess.com is better to learn. Much better for learning.
Nikolaevich said, "I am on Lycus 1950 and 1,600.
So where are you going with that? Let's go for more advantages if we can get them. I don't know if we're going to get any advantages out of it.
Said. So yeah, chess.com is better to learn.
In general. But if you are a subscriber, you will improve so many moves faster. That is the trick. If you're a subscriber, you actually improve 2.x% faster.
Emanuel said, I have to go, sorry.
Namaste for being here, by the way. Namaste for being here.
So if you are a sub on chess.com, you learn more than on Lycus.
If you're a sub on chess.com, if you are paying money, you actually improve faster.
Said, yes, a lot of more.
That is their premise. That is their pretense.
Barbudo Jurgen said, why that difference?
That's a good question. Why is it that difference? That is a very interesting question. Why is it that you improve 2.9% faster or 2.7% faster? Because I believe that their subs get the rating points. I want to keep on going. Are you going to play D5? This was this one. My opponent offers me a draw with a trapped queen. Ram Kumar the goat. Let's see it one more time. We're gonna see it one more time. So queen to d7. He takes.
Emanuel said, can you please accept my draw offer?
Oh, I will check it out.
Have to go.
Sorry, Nico.
Said, name Luxual.
Unless it's a totally winning position, I think we can work out a deal. I believe that if... So I'm looking for it. Where are you headed?
Said, all right.
If it's still equal... Oh, I don't have queen takes. Amazingly enough, I do not have queen takes. This is it. All right. Is it crazy enough? What does he have to move, anyway? Bishop takes, queen takes. Is he castling? That is the question. Is there enough of a tactic here? Where are you going? Queen c6. No, we're just going to go in this direction because the king is exposed. Can he move his knight at all? That is the question. I don't think he can move his knight. Therefore, bishop takes. A5. Yep. Knight check. King moves. He's definitely got more activity than I have. This also covers all of those squares. Is it queen takes? Am I getting in? That is the question. Uh-oh. Am I getting in? I don't know. We're just trying to promote a pawn. Can I? Let's just keep our stuff motivated. Really? All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. You are getting a very active rook out of the deal. That much is true. Where is that knight going? Or do I just ignore it? I think I have to ignore it. Really? We have more pawns where that one came from. One, two, three. Am I getting overworked? It is true that I'm getting overworked. Is he getting in at all? I don't get it. But we're getting in. Knight f8, knight g8. Rook c8, huh? I don't have a choice. Am I getting pummeled? We'll find out. And now takes. Queen to d8. What in the world was that all about? Queen to d8. h6? Is that what it's all about? Mm-hmm. Knight. We do need to start simplifying. That much is true. Okay. That's a 1 check. I would just bring my knight back. He gets his piece back. So let's see what happens. We need to do some attacking, baby. I was planning on giving the piece back, but... Oh, I see. I see. But this is why we played this move anyway. To go after all of that. Oh, you have that. That's craziness. Absolute craziness, Moneypenny. He does have a very strong passed pawn. But for what? Turned down for what? So we're going to push? This was part of the plan, right? No, I think this game can be decided differently. To be honest. I believe this game can be decided differently. Alright. I forgot how strong this guy is. I can't keep playing for a win in a tricky position when this guy is so strong. Am I gonna win against this guy? Did he really play h6 right now? I guess he did. Is there a threat? Does he have a single check? I don't think he has a single check. This position. So 96. First things first. I have to keep him from having a single check. That's a bummer. You're too good, sir. That rook and pawn ending is lost. I'm supposed to know.
Eudoros said, "Thanks for the game."
You're welcome. What do I want to do here? I'm taking pawns. Am I supposed to know?
Blind Bandit said, "Hey, how's it going?"
It's going. All right. Can I do this? Am I just hanging out here? Is that all I'm doing? Is this a balanced end game? 7 minutes to 19 seconds. My opponent offers me a draw. Why would you do such a thing? I mean, it's always going to be a draw, isn't it? Isn't it always going to be a draw? Oh, I could have lost that game. I see. But we do Zugzwang. Indeed. It was always going to be a draw. I was just trying to think that if you could go after that pawn and free up my rook from being behind the pawn, being in front of the pawn, your rook needed to be behind the pawn. That was a miracle. 8, 1, and 1. The only guy that got away, really, obviously much stronger, and Lucio. No words. Thank you for being here, sir. NW from South Africa. The Moha Chess Festival dates are awkward for me at the end of April. It would be good for if I were teaching at a different school. They have a week off in April. I wish those calendar dates worked. I need them I need it almost in the last 2 weeks of March. The last 2 weeks of March. Don't rearrange it on my account, of course.
Blind Bandit said,
Thank you,
nice.
Blind Bandit. I don't know which one you were. I appreciate you being here. I am, let's put up the about this time. B-Day Trainer, National Master John MacArthur. I need it on this screen. The speech chat, I need it on this screen, even if I can't read it as easily. So in any event.
Now Erds said, they also moved it to Joburg and I can't move it, sadly I want it back in Kimberley. Blind Bandit said, I didn't play, just watched.
Oh, thank you, Blind Bandit. Nonetheless, it was quite incredible. How did I lose that game? And what was the craziness that was in the game that I drew? Everything is good. Even here, I'm willing to accept that I'm worse. Oh, this endgame. Yes, I got hornswoggled. I refused to take it a draw. I kept pressing for more. Yeah, Rook C1 was less than best. I think I needed to start ganging up on this pawn or kick that knight out sooner. That was his best placed piece. If you remove your opponent's best placed pieces, you will do well, my son. Especially without this bishop being on it. Right? F3, knight moves E4, blast. This bishop is so bad. So very, very bad. So back here, though, I have a small advantage. I castled. Not a bad idea. Bishop E2. A4, A5. Also a standard plan that I should have considered. But for whatever reason, I play B4, and life gets very tough, and I should be following up with an A4 if I want to play it later on. For some reason, my pawn just stayed on A3 for the rest of the game, and that was horrible. So I would pinpoint that to my loss, though. In this position, A4, bishop E2, even B5. I think I played B5 later. So here again, probably B5 is the simplest way to get an advantage. The simplest way to continue threatening to get my bishop to a better square. This bishop is not worth preserving. For some strange reason, I felt like I'm going to preserve it. And even here, A4, rook FC1. Aha. Start putting pressure on it. I played rook on A to C1, and this turns out to be terrible. I guess the idea is that I need to be able to run with my king if needed. Plus, this rook will be behind this pawn for the shove and the opening of the line. This can't possibly be. And I'm just losing here, right? I mean, this whole thing is just spiraling. So here I get to play rook takes c6. Oh, I have a chance to retreat. Of course. Of course. And they have to come up with an exchange sacrifice to be better, or hunker. But if they hunker in any other way, they're still so much better. Yeah. They're still so much better. The queens with opposite colored bishops don't save me. C'est la vie. And the game that I drew when my opponent needed to go, he had a short time limit, and he was the one who talked me into the simul in the first place. I felt terrible about it. Then he offers me a draw, and I get to retreat. So here, f5. Yes. Bishop takes f5, bishop takes f5. Queen takes f5, and bishop f4. And I'm better. Why am I better? Because I took an exchange. C'est la vie, everybody. It is 9:46. Where is everyone today? We are going to jaunt off to Japan, I believe. If we're going to do anything. That seems like the logical place to go. In any event, at least we're going to see some chess. It's a very light day today. Thank you so much. Thanks everyone for being here. Let's roll the ending credits. Thank you for all the follows. By the way, please check out my YouTube channel. My memorable games, definitely number 2, the defensive effort against Ben Johnson, is how to draw a horrible game. And ladies and gentlemen, no words. No Ron Hay today. I hope he's with the family. And I hope you have a great Christmas, no words, if I don't see you tomorrow. But I will be streaming, cross my fingers. I jinx myself when I say this, every day during the holidays, if I can. Unless I'm physically unable, my in-laws and family or whatever here. But I will be streaming a little bit later every day. Cheers and ciao, everyone. Please enjoy Kay. She is enthusiastic, and let's talk her out of her no backseating if she wants to learn. Talk her out of the no backseating if she wants to learn. She should just play unrated games. Have a great day. Cheers and ciao, everyone. Thanks to Well-Heeled King for the raid.